Okay, quick question. How many like Hasbullas can you like take? Like like in your room, how many Hasbullas do you think you can take?
Just in my room.
Just in your room alone.
I wanna say I could take on at least 5.
Okay. One
At
Hasbulla
least 5.
one Hasbulla is scary enough. Imagine like 5 of them motherfuckers. That's a rough night at the office, low key. But
We need to add in when he says, "Oh, shit."
who me? Oh, him.
No, Hasbulla.
You know what? I'll try to
"Oh, shit."
if you if you could send me a sound bite, I'll definitely put that in.
I'm sure I can fucking find one on TikTok.
God damn it! Already, it's not a podcast unless I get interrupted. Yes, Dad, the kids did eat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the motherfucking What's Your Opinions podcast. It is your luxurious host back at it again, back in the hot ass garage, just sweating it off right now. But as you guys can tell, I am clean shaved. I don't look like a fucking homeless bum. As you guys can see, bro, we ain't wearing the 2X's no more. This shit be looking like a dress on me, dog. You see the compression pants? It's motherfucking Eli. You ain't gonna introduce yourself, bitch?
No, usually you do
Oh, that's right.
it. You're usually the one who does all the intros.
Oh, that's right. It's motherfucking Eli. It's motherfucking Alex right here. We back for another episode. And first of all, before we even start this, guys, yo, shout out to y'all. I don't know what we did to the podcast gods. Yo, y'all made last episode a fucking banger, y'all. We are almost at 50.
So I listened to it.
You listen to it?
I listened to it when I was at work. Huge mistake. I got hard.
Wait. Did you?
No, not really. But I will say this, her voice is so fucking soothing just listening to it. I was just like,
Yeah.
"Holy shit."
Dude.
Also, shout out to another guest that we had on a while back that you did with, Neon Dextrous.
Yes, shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
her.
her because she posted titties on the timeline today, and
Yeah.
those things were fire.
She got some big
So,
old titties, bro.
shout out to you.
Uh,
So, shout out to her for that.
we gotta get
Really
her.
made my day.
We got. We really got to get back. We got. I want to get her back on. It's been a minute since we've like actually talked, but she was down to come back. Shout out to big shout out to Lamy AC, from last week's episode. Y'all, again, I don't know what the fuck we did. I don't know what I did in my edit skills. I don't know what it was. Almost 50,000 listens, guys. That's pretty cool. So I thank you guys for that. Um, but yeah, her voice hella soothing, right?
It was quite entertaining. I listened to like I said, listened to it at work. I had in that, like, in that last little hour before we get off of work, I'm like, "I need something to listen to." None of my podcasts had really
Ain't
none of my
hitting.
podcasts put anything out on Fridays,
Yeah.
but we put stuff out on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, if it's one that I was on, I don't even bother listening to it because I'm like,
I
"I was
experienced it.
there. I lived
Yeah.
I'm not drunk anymore. I remember this conversation."
Right.
You know? So, but when I saw that one, I'm like, "Hour and a half? Bet. Let's go." Alright, so I listened to it, and dude, they're just a fucking dude, like, just her fucking voice, man.
Dude,
Her
I'm telling you,
voice.
dog, like that is literally if you think hers was soothing, there's an entire fucking subreddit of like adult voice actresses that I've listened to. Some are soothing, some are fucking hot, dude. Like I'm talking, there's this chick, I've been trying to get her on. She hasn't messaged me back. She said she was down to do it. Um Lilith Morningstar, she's your type, she's a goth girl, super tall.
Okay. Mhm.
But she hasn't got back to me and stuff. She makes some really, really
Tall
good
for
ones.
you or average for me?
She's 6'4".
Oh, goddamn.
She's tall. But yeah, she was super soothing and stuff. And you know what's crazy? I was contemplating it and shit. I did so guys out there, I'm not gonna link it. My voice is on the Gone Wild Audio's Reddit. You guys gotta find it. I ain't gonna put it out there. But I collabed with her.
That's funny.
Motherfucker was moaning. Okay. Yeah, a big thank you guys. If you guys want to watch this or listen to us, all platforms, videos on Spotify and YouTube, youtube.com/, WYO Productions. I'm putting more content out. I
Wait,
actually
was that one that one wasn't a video, was it?
No, it was not a video. It was not. It was not.
Okay, I didn't think so. I was like,
No,
"Wait,
no,
that
no,
one
no,
wasn't
no,
a
no, no. She
video?"
did not want to be. Due to her to respect to her, like she doesn't want to be on like video or whatever. So all I did was like put our thumbnail as a PNG, and then like my little face was just like going up and down. That's about it.
Yeah, it took me, like, a whole, like, maybe 2 minutes to find her Reddit and Twitter.
Oh yeah, it was all linked down there, bro. Did you listen to any of
Well,
her audience?
before you had even no, I didn't listen to any of her audios,
You
but
got
before, like, I had asked you about, like, like, "Oh, would have heard anything?" I was like, "Fuck it, I can find it myself," and then I just fucking found
you did
it.
some
I ju
research.
I just I just did some research. I was like, "Damn, I'm good at this shit."
CIA hit me up. But yeah, there's some works and stuff. I actually have a couple of videos out that's gonna be going out like sometime this week. So make sure to that I have a video that I made for like YouTube and their problem right now because there's some shit that went down this past couple days. Do you know the streamer I Show Speed?
No.
S-
I'm totally out of the loop when it comes to streamers and
Okay.
internet app and,
So
drama and such like that.
so it's not it's causing drama now because of what's happening. So I Show Speed is like this weird fucking dude, right? To me, he's weird. He basically he thinks like like people like try to be loud to be funny. Like that's him, and people
Yeah.
like it. Kids eat it up. He has an audience of children, right? Yo, I don't know what it was. I would he basically was watching like like a Five Nights at Freddy or playing a game, and he started just like convulsing, like just started screaming. Yo, his whole schlong came out his shorts, like whipped it out. Whap! And YouTube
Mm.
has not banned him yet. And he's a huge streamer on the YouTube aspect of it. And everyone's complaining about it because our channel almost got banned for a misconception of what you said.
I think that's what I said about the Jewish people, right?
Yes, but we were talking about juice, and because you said I fucking hate apple juice. They thought you said juice. And it's like, oh yeah, you guys are good. I'm like, what the fuck? It was almost a bad day for What's Your Opinions podcast. But I mean, I got that settled and all that shit. But like, and then there's this other guy. I don't know if you ever. There's this dude named I forgot what his name is. Something Leonardo, Kevin Leonardo or whatever. Yo, this dude shows his entire butthole, like nothing blurred, like butthole and balls on camera in 4K. Not banned.
Hmm.
I would send you that video, but I think you'd laugh so fucking hard. Cause it's like, hey guys, I'm gonna show you guys how to do this.
The Mac cameras are 4K. I can show my asshole right now.
Which one? Oh, your actual
The one that
iPhone?
those are for just fucking
No,
fucking slap that dirt star right on slap that dirt star in the fucking thumbnail.
Patreon guys, if you guys want to see Alex's asshole, Patreon.
Is that a fucking Rubik's Cube in your hand?
Yeah, it's a mini one.
You know damn well you can't fucking figure that
Why do
thing
you why
out.
do you think I have not fucking like attempted to? But
I almost figured last weekend, I almost figured one out. I got like 2 rows figured out, and then I woke up the next morning and Xander had already had it in his hands and he fucking
you're like
mixed it all up.
you're
Oh,
like you
man.
little motherfucker.
If there's ever a time I ever want to give up my rights as a parent.
But other than that, what's going on, bro? How's it going, my little broski?
Little,
Yeah,
excuse
yeah,
me.
you're my little broski right now.
You better know your you better know your fucking place, 5'6".
Okay, now you gotta put me out that way now. You know that it's bad enough.
Uh,
It's bad enough. I can't get bitches with my height. I barely bagged this one today.
hey, a goal's a goal.
A goal is a goal. That is true.
A goal's a goal, man.
A win is what's that video? A win is a win.
I don't know the videos, but I know exactly what you're talking. Yeah,
Oh
can you hear my dad's El Camino outside?
no.
Oh, okay, that shit sounds loud as fuck right now.
uh, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, nothing. Oh man, I've had to record in a while. My voice is all fucking weird. No, dude, same shit. Work is fucking super slow. We don't fucking do shit all day now. I come home. I do my same shit. I go to meetings. Fucking I heard fucking Lucas run down the hall right now. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? If you guys can I tell you guys, you guys are noticing there's a change in scenery. I am in my room at my dad's house where I now
He's,
live.
he just can't speak.
He literally asked me, "Hey, Dad wants to know if you want to go for a ride in the car," but it took him about 3 to 5 business days to get it out.
Yeah, as you guys can see, not a
And
change in the
that kid
scenery.
signed up. And that kid signed up to do morning announcements at his school.
Oh, it's over. It's a wrap. If he stutters, oh, it's a wrap.
Oh, dude, no bitches. And he's only in fuck. What grade is he in?
Was he like? He's like Miggy's age, right? Like 10.
I think he's 10. Yeah, he just turned 10.
All right, so yeah, he's around Miggy's age. No bitches, bro. If you
His
stutter,
birthday was just like,
no bitches,
oh,
dog.
no bitches at all.
They'll
Well,
flame
then
you
again,
at
I had to
school.
stutter when I had to stutter when I was his age, and it slowly went away.
I stutter now. No, that's a damn lie. I stutter and I don't stutter. My mind goes blank. Do you ever get like that thing when you're trying to think of a fucking word and your mind just goes blank?
Yes.
Yes, that's me. Like 90% of the day now. But yeah,
Well,
guys,
that's me
still
looking at most of my coworkers.
yeah. You guys, same fucking hot ass garage. I got lights now.
Ah, there is lights in there.
So it's a scenery. You got a punching bag right here.
What the fuck?
You didn't know I have a punching bag?
I think I did. I
I heard
Where
that.
is that in your garage? That
It
was
was
El Camino.
yeah, that I what's it called? Yeah, it was outside before. We brought it in.
Oh, okay.
I work up a sweat now. I've been working out a little bit, It's the reason why I lost like fucking damn near 30 pounds. I think I weighed like
Oh, yeah,
220. Hmm?
I'm like 180 something right now.
I'm 197. I used to I was 225. I weighed 192 and I'm like slowly up there at like almost 200 again. But that's because I like kind of
You gotta get that Goggins mentality, man. You gotta carry some fucking boats and lift the logs.
to be honest, whenever I do like the treadmill and I'm like working the bag and doing some push-ups, I look back at that fucking video of him and fucking John Jones.
Dude,
That shit's
that's a
fuck.
nasty video.
That's a
That's a
nasty
nasty
video,
video.
bro. Like, dude, I'm telling you this right now. If guys, as much as I don't give a shit about David Goggins, that fucking video of him and John Jones, who is arguably the greatest MMA fighter of all time, who is considered the GOAT in a lot of conversations, went there and inspired this man to beat Surreal Gone in under 2 minutes.
The last thing we fucking need is Goggins fucking unlocking even more John Joe.
Gee, that's ridiculous. But yeah, that's kind of been me. Like I'm just literally going to work, working out, figuring stuff out for like the show and what we're doing. Like I think I announced it a couple days ago. We're gonna actually gonna start making like fall and winter capsules like for merch, like limited fucking
Okay.
releases. So we got that stuff. I actually have someone working on some art right now. And yeah, so that's another thing. Look forward to like maybe October, early November for that stuff. Some t-shirts, some hoodies, very limited. We're not a fucking whole ass brand here, guys. Yeah, other than that, kind of just been like that, just been putting the gears together, editing a lot more, editing OnlyFans content, which is fucking crazy. Shout out to Mariah for getting me with her friends.
For a second there, I thought you were gonna stop at shout out to just Mariah, and I was like,
Okay,
"You
calm.
are not editing your
No,
sister's OnlyFans."
no. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure Mariah has an OnlyFans, but no. She literally, I had like a random call. So this is how it started. So I edit Mariah's actual TikToks. Like Mariah has a TikTok and shit, and she has like a YouTube page. So I help her edit all her.
She actually?
Yeah, she has like a YouTube. She hasn't like fully gone into YouTube yet, but she has like a TikTok. And you're looking her up, aren't you?
I didn't even. No, I didn't, my phone's not even in my
I
hand.
was like, I literally saw you're like, you're looking at my sister, you nasty motherfucker, you. But
No, what is it? What is her TikTok
Mariah Nicole, I think.
though?
Um, But no, like literally, she's like, "Hey, my friends want to like you edit videos, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I can help you and shit, like simple edits and all that." So I get a random call from like work. I'm like, "Who is this?" She's like, are you Mariah's younger brother?" I was like, "Yeah, this is me, whatever." And she's like, "Oh, she said you edit videos. So I was wondering if you would like edit like my content, like OnlyFans." I'm like, "Yeah, I really don't care. Like that's cool and all that. Like I don't mean like to me personally, I don't mind whatever. It's if you're gonna pay me, that's cool. I get paid like 15 bucks per video. So it's
Yeah, can't find her.
yeah, okay, there you go. It's not an honest living, but it's free money.
It is free money.
And I get to see some like Latina asses. So
There you go.
I think
That's a
I'm winning.
win-win.
But
You are
uh
winning. That's a cheat code.
it is a cheat code. Guys, learn how to edit free OnlyFans content. Do yourself a favor. Um
There's so many Mariah Nicole's on TikTok. Goddamn.
really? I gotta
There's
find her
so
now.
many. Yeah, send it to me, dude.
Huh? What's up?
You gotta send it to me.
I'll
I
send it
said
to you.
you gotta send it to me.
I'll send it to you. Shut up. Um
Do
enter-
it.
entertain the masses real quick while I'm sending you this.
Goddamn, whose video is that?
Don't. It's this dude
um,
shitting on the shade room right now.
I don't know if you got a chance to see them, but the fucking Logan Paul, Dylan Dennis fucking press conference, whatever the fuck
I got to.
happened.
That was way more entertaining than anything.
Dude, honestly, like I just think it was funny. I didn't see too much about it. Um, Mike Perry is the backup fighter in case Dylan Dennis doesn't like show up or pulls out.
Mike Perry's gonna fuck Logan Paul up.
If Logan gets in there, oof.
Yeah,
With Mike Perry,
that's
that's
a
a
nat.
dog.
That's that motherfucker got that dog in him. So, okay, we could talk about that. So have you seen like everything that's led up to that press conference?
Yeah, the whole cease and desist order, Logan trying to get Dylan a twit or X profile
It's Twitter. The same thing
taken
I say
off.
with HBO Max. It's with Max. It's still HBO Max,
Yeah.
motherfuckers. But yeah,
I've seen that stuff, but I will say this, it's like, do I think Dylan should not be doing it? No.
that's how you
It's the fucking fight game. It's no
promote.
hold barred in this, dude.
Dude, I guarantee you, if there's a sex tape of Logan Paul's fiance, I guarantee he's gonna post it.
Dylan's gonna find it. He's gonna beat off to it, then he's gonna post it.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? Low key, bro. Like when you had your beard, you low key look like Dylan Dennis.
Well, shit. Now I can never grow a beard again.
But uh,
Don't get me wrong. I hate that
I
motherfucker
I don't
so much.
like I don't like him either. He's fucking
He's
stupid.
so annoying.
It's like either if you're not gonna get in the ring, shut up. You've had too many. You have too many
He's
embarrassing track records. You got choked out by a security guard. You got slapped the fuck up by Nate Diaz. Your track record's not that good, Bucko.
Yeah. It's just if he had actually just continued doing what I think he has like a 3-0 record
Yeah,
in general. If he just kept on going, maybe people would,
respect him
you
a lot more.
know, I don't know if respect him, but maybe just take him a little seriously, like a little more, like slightly.
I
Like,
I could see
okay,
it.
this
Yeah,
guy, this guy doesn't just tweet. Like
yeah.
he actually is competing. But we haven't seen the guy compete for I don't know how many years.
I think it's going
Like
on 3. I think it's over 1,000. I think that's the last. I think that's what I heard from like Logan Paul.
it's been forever since he's even done anything besides just fucking tweet about fighting all these people and oh, I could take on this person. I can,
And scamming
so
them, scamming a lot of his
yeah.
people. Um, yeah, I mean,
So honestly,
I
this
think the
this
fight's
whole Logan
entertaining.
fight is kind of like whatever.
It
It's
really is. Like,
will we watch it?
fuck yeah.
Yes.
To be honest,
We're
I will take a day off to watch that fight. Like,
the Tommy Fury KSI fight is
it's there. It's
the
interesting.
more interesting. It's the more interesting one.
I feel like boxing wise, it's interesting because KSI is actually fighting like a boxer, like say it is Jake. But like in the sense of
Yeah.
like a promotion wise, Dylan Dennis and Logan Paul are kind of there at the most watch. Us as boxing fans, we know, oh man, we get to see what KSI is really at, but like promotion wise, Dylan's killing the game right now. He's selling the fight.
That's true. Like you said it with the boxing wise, it's like when it comes to Tommy Fury, we got to see where Jake was
Yeah.
when it comes to a boxer. Now we get to see where KSI is when it comes to a boxer.
Yeah, I definitely think. I mean, KSI actually did fight a quote unquote boxer. The dude was like kind of in the same realm as him, so I could say KSI. I think KSI actually has pretty good fundamentals when it comes to his like boxing game. Do I think he has legit power? I don't know because he hasn't gone up against like a legit boxer that can counter, and that's like we said, Tommy's probably going to be that big test for him. But KSI is an interesting case. So
Yeah, he is an interesting case, and should KSI, I've said this before. I think these guys are literally fighting for who fights Jake Paul next.
well, there's been things where that for petty reasons. I mean, it's the fight to make, but for petty reasons, KSI can literally, if he beats or knocks out Tommy, he could just retire and be like, "I'm better than Jake Paul," and we can't really like, we really can't like, have a discussion about it because he beat the guy that beat him. But I do think that does set it up to a degree. Like KSI, and we talked about this many times in the boxing realm of like the aspect of the boxing realm. That is the fight to make. KSI and Jake Paul. You,
Yeah. But
Tommy,
but it's like it's a hard argument for KSI to be like, "Oh, I beat the guy that beat you, so therefore I beat you." In a lot of ways, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't validate anything. We see it all the time in legit fighters where, let's say, let's say you beat me, but I beat a guy that beat you. You see this little three way of like
yeah,
it doesn't really give validation because it's like, okay, so it just goes to show when it comes to like the higher levels, anyone can win.
yeah.
Anyone can win in general. But when it
Any
comes to those
given
higher
night.
levels, it's just it's a fucked up math where it's like, okay, you beat me, but I beat the guy that beat you.
So technically, I'm
So
better
we're
than
just gonna
you.
fucking
This- I get what you're saying. I get what
so
you're
it's
saying.
like it's a fucked up circle. I almost like Brendan Schaub's take on Jake Paul though. I
What?
heard this on Brendan Schaub's last episode where his take was on Jake Paul because they asked him, there's his guy who kind of just pulls up all the info for him, Chin,
Mm-hmm.
ask him his opinion. So where do you think Jake should go from here? Say he does not take the Tommy rematch, which I think he should take the Tommy rematch,
Definitely should take it. I don't
or
know.
if KSI does not want that fight. Brandon Schaub flat out said it, and I agree with him. He said, "I'll tell you who Jake Paul's next opponent should be. Ready for this? Newsflash, don't hate me. Jake Paul's next opponent should be Robbie Lawler." And for a second there, I was like, "Hold on, let him cook,"
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, why? And then Brendan Schaub said this, and it's a very good point. Jake should just focus on fighting these fucking old head MMA guys coming over to boxing because these people come with fucking diehard fans who have been watching them for 20 years,
Okay.
right?
I see where he's cooking.
Who are gonna and us MMA and
We'll
us
ride and
MMA
die for
fans
these guys.
will we ride and die for Silva. We ride
Ride
and
and
die
die
for
for
Diaz.
Diaz. Robbie Lawler is one of the
We're gonna
fucking
ride or die
greatest.
for Lawler. We're gonna ride or die for Mike Perry. Say the
Yes.
so and so then Schaub was like, Jake, stop trying to prove yourself in the legit boxing world. No one will is ever going to and here's the thing, Brendan is boys with the Paul brothers.
Yeah.
So this is Brendan speaking just truth on one of his boys, just straight up saying, hey dude, the boxing world will never accept you. They're never going to. It doesn't matter if you beat a 5-0 boxer, a 3-0 boxer, they're never gonna respect you at all.
I think that's.
Dude, just keep fucking making money
I'll say
off of
this
these fucking
to put my
off of these MMA fighters.
2 cents into like that. No one's ever gonna respect him. I've said this before. Like I respect. We know where Jake's level is at when it comes to boxing. It's nowhere near elite. It's nowhere near terrible. He's like smack down, like in the middle of. He's just an okay guy. I I think
Yeah,
I think the conversation changes if he had beaten Tommy and knocked him out or just beat him on the cards. I think it changes a lot
yeah,
because him and Tommy are at that same level. I think Tommy is just ahead because Tommy has been around, and Tommy has been in the gym longer than Jake has. I think that was the main difference. But at the same, that was the main difference, because if you take the BS ref out of that equation, where he basically took a point away for Tommy for no reason, and the knockdown was legit. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Jake stepped on. It was a miss placement of the foot. He got caught with it. Even with that, that's still a 6-2, possibly a 7-1. Like, Jake was there. He put up close points. Like, I think if you take away the point deductions, they're all 10-9 rounds. Like, Jake wasn't getting like washed or anything from this. Jake kept it pretty competitive. Like, that, we even said it. That was a pretty good fight for someone at Jake's level. And my respect goes from him up that much. But the like, his aspiration, I think, to me, is what's crazy. Where I'm like, okay, come on, dude. Like, he wants to fight Canelo. Even Canelo said it. Even Canelo had said this on his recent interview on the Breakfast Club. I wouldn't take it. They said, what happens if Jake keeps winning in the next 2 to 3 years? He's like, I don't know, maybe an exhibition. Like, what's whatever. Like, I would take that or whatever. Who knows? Money can talk, whatever. So he hasn't entirely left it out, but he's kind of just plain and
Yeah,
simple. Like, if it happens, whatever the case would be. I think with Jake is, if Jake legitimately goes on a bigger run than he already has, I give Jake the most respect because he takes the sport seriously. But at the same time, he's active. He's not fighting once a year. He's fighting twice, possibly 3 times a year. That's where the respect I give him. But where Shab is saying, it's like, stop trying to please the boxing realm, because you're not going to get it from a lot of these hardcore fans, because they don't like the fact that a YouTuber is making more money than a boxer that should be making that YouTube money. Say what you want about Jake Paul, guys. The guy can promote. Like, he can
yeah,
promote
he
a
can promote
fucking
his ass
show.
off.
He can. Um, Look what he's able to do. He sold out AT&T Arena. You could say half of that was due to Nate Diaz, but Jake got people to go and sell out AT&T, and that's where the Cowboys play. That's like 50,000 fans. I think for them, I think their venue was 27. I think they put the capacity at 27. It was sold out. So say what you want. Like, that's where respect is given. I do say, though, what he's saying as a business aspect, though, fight these guys that have huge followings. Because we'll go watch them, or we'll go see them.
Yeah, we're gonna ride or die for these old MMA fighters that he's fighting. We just are.
Yeah. And it's not
You
even like,
know.
if they lose, we're like, damn, he really lost. But like, man, bro, he got the biggest bag he ever got. Like, he ever received. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Nate, what, got
and
guaranteed 25 mil just to fight? And that's not even counting the pay-per-views and all that. The pay-per-views were that low either. The pay-per-views are like under 5K, like 500.
no, the official number came out. It was 450,000
Okay. And
pay
that's
per
where I
view.
said in a video, like, compared to him and Tommy, like, I feel like Nate Diaz should have been the option after the Tommy Fury, the second fight. I think him and Tommy too break a million. There's so much storyline that goes with it, in the terms of, oh, can Jake avenge this loss? This is gonna be a summertime fight. Like, there's so much that goes into it. But he went to Nate Diaz. That's whatever. I'm not clowning on him like that. I just think he missed a huge opportunity for a bag. But if you get that, because him and Tommy Fury did 850,000, like, ridiculous numbers. And I said Nate Diaz wouldn't conjure half of that. As much as big Nate Diaz is, I don't think nobody wanted to watch this fight, in the sense of, this is who you're fighting. So,
No, yeah. Yeah, so Jake Paul. We'll see where he goes next. I literally think he's just kind of waiting to see where this Tommy KSI fight
oh,
ends
for
to
sure,
kind of see from
you're
there.
gonna see him at the venue.
He's gonna be there. Then he's also. I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure. Who knows? He probably has the fucking contracts cooking already for
Oh,
either
for
one of
sure.
them.
Oh, for sure. This is the one thing I give Jake. Dude's a businessman in and out. Like, the dude secures a bag. To be honest, out of every, I think he's smarter than Logan when it comes to making money. Logan, because he's such a bigger name, has gotten obviously the bigger things, but that's not where Jake's like at. Where like Jake doesn't want to do wrestling. Jake doesn't want to do a prime bottle. Like Jake's just about getting big ass sponsors and selling out. And that's where I think, and it's crazy though. Like just to like cap it off like that, like the whole Logan situation that happened like what, like 2 weeks ago with him and his brother, with him and Jake.
Oh yeah, I think that's already breezed over though. I think they're already whatever. They're fine. They're brothers. They're always gonna fucking.
Yeah, but I just thought it was crazy because like again, like just complaining about you couldn't have a prime bottle is like, stupid.
Yeah. But they've always had their stupid little fucking beefs. I mean, when they were first coming up and Logan took off on YouTube and Vine, Jake tried to do the same thing, did the same thing. They were always neck and neck in that aspect. And then fucking they've always been. But again, it's like, what do you expect when you have two brothers basically in the same realm of work?
Not only that, like super major egotistical people.
Oh, it's open your window. Okay,
Open window.
that and it's also like yeah, they both have giant fucking egos. They want to just compete, and that's the thing. They're fucking competitors. They're
Oh, for sure.
competitive, and of course, the big brother's gonna want to big brother the little brother. The little brother's always gonna get it. The little brother's always gonna want to be out of the big brother's shadow.
Oh, for sure. I think Jake's out of his shadow.
I think they need to fight. I'm just saying,
If that
fucking fight.
if that's the main, if that's like the end goal, I could see it. Like I could definitely see like it being like the end goal. Like there's already like, dude, think of the storyline. We just made like a really good storyline with them right now. The little brother outshadowing the little big brother. They're at the same weight class. Let's not act like Logan's not like 220.
I think Logan is weighing like 220 right now,
Yeah.
dude.
Jake's like he's like in the 190 205 range. It's not like that hard. But what's that? Oh, okay. Oh, it's just my dad. It's my daddy. He's not coming on the podcast. Don't call him.
Uh, our
But
favorite skittle-haired fucking fighter is now the UFC bantamweight champion.
yes, guys, if you guys been living under a rock, Sean O'Malley rocked Aljamain Sterling.
Overall, here's my overall thoughts on the UFC card. If it was not for that main event knockout, I would have given that overall card a 5 out of 10.
I think it was pretty
The
mid
only
for what it
saving
was.
the only saving graces of that card, if we had not gotten that knockout in the main event, would have been the Ultimate Fighter finales that we had.
Oh, that's right.
The bantamweight guys fucking threw down. They went to war. Both guys confirmed by Dana. Both guys have been given a contract
Oh, okay.
because it was just an absolute war. It wasn't like it was some one-sided beatdown. Both guys, they literally
Barn
were
burner.
pushed to the brink. It was a barn burner. So Dana White at the end of it was like, nope, that other dude's getting a contract too. They're both back in the UFC.
Yeah. Good on them.
Um, for the main card, I love that Cheeto Vera got a win.
I was about to ask you
I'm
about
just,
like this
I'm
whole
just,
situation.
I'm not liking this slow start tactic he's been taking in his last couple fights.
Because he lost to Sandhagen the same way, just being slow. That's
Sandhagen, he openly talked about. He said the Sandhagen fight. I've seen Cheeto in 5-round fights,
yeah.
in 3-round fights. He'll usually take a round or two to kind of like. He won't like necessarily lose the round, but he'll take a round or two to like download, kind of get used to it, get his feet wet.
Yeah.
But in the Sandhagen fight, and he openly said it, he just couldn't get his mind to turn on.
Oh, okay.
That was he just couldn't get his mind to turn on and couldn't get going. Even his coach noticed it. There was a corner cam footage of his coach literally asking him, "Dude, what the fuck is going on? What? Are you not awake right now?"
Every fighter has his, what is it called? Every dog has his day or whatever. Just
Yeah. So that's the thing. So, so Cheeto, hey, got that great win over Pedro Munoz. Pedro Munoz is always going to be a staple, the top 10 in that division.
mm-hmm.
Overall, it was a good fight. Pedro Munoz threw more, but Cheeto landed more and caused more damage, which is how he got the win. Because
Oh, accurate.
one of my buddies asked me. One of my buddies asked me. He was like, "Hey, that's shorter dude, Pedro. He like threw way more punches." I was like, "Yes, but did he land more punches?"
And he's just the volume.
I was like, "Look at Cheeto's face. Look at Pedro's face."
Tells it all.
who's bleeding, who's not. The first judging criteria in MMA is damage. Second is significant strikes, control time, octagon control, and aggression.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at those first two, Cheeto caused more damage and landed more significant strikes.
For sure.
So then after that, we get to the Ian Gary fight. Now, Ian Gary is a kid I've been high on since he made his debut. He came in like a splash. Ireland has been a country I feel like they've been really wanting another star out of. I know everyone wants to say, "Oh, you're the next Conor McGregor. When are we gonna get the next Conor McGregor?" Everyone, shut the fuck up. We're never getting another Conor McGregor again.
Never.
There's no one who's gonna come into the sport and do exactly what Conor did.
How many
No
times are
one.
we? How
Like,
many
forget
times
about
are
it.
we always gonna say this, guys? There will be, as we all want to hate on Connor right now because he hasn't fought and he's just wasting a bunch of time. That's what happens when a guy has so much money. He's above the sport. Okay, but at the same time, there's nobody in this generation, the next generation before that will put on what. As much as I hate Connor, look at his rise to stardom is ridiculous. Nobody's doing that. I think the closest was like,
So
no, not even, I was gonna say Sean, but like not even Sean. Not even close.
so for Ian Gary,
Straight fucking
great performance.
ridiculous, bro.
It was it was entertaining for the fact of it was entertaining for the fact it was a one-sided beatdown. We definitely got to see a little bit more of just how good of a striker this guy is.
Mm-hmm.
25 years old, he looked fucking crisp, he looked clean.
Ridiculous.
Neil Magny Neil Magny is a really savvy vet, and it was just weird. I've never seen Neil Magny react that way.
It just shows how
I mean,
strong where those kicks were.
yeah, he damaged the fuck out of that leg, and then that's really all there is to say. And then of course we already know how the co-main event went.
Jawe,
280 strikes to 24.
that is, to be honest, I'm gonna say this: if Rose never got that kick, I'm not saying that kick was lucky. That was a perfectly timed kick. If that kick never happened, does Jean Weili retain the belt at that time?
I don't know. It's weird because we didn't really get to see a whole lot of that fight.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, it's just like we've seen her last two performances. She's just dog walking these people.
Oh well, when it came to the freaking Esparza when she got the belt back, she just big brother Esparza, and it's
Yeah.
exactly what she did in this last fight against Lemos. I thought the fight was going to be a lot more competitive, at least
I
in the
thought
striking department.
I thought Lemos was gonna keep it up on the feet for a while. Then just
I thought, but
Whaley was
no.
just gonna.
I will say this though: we do have Tatiana Suarez in that division, who's slowly creeping up. She's number
Mm-hmm.
4 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Tatiana Suarez, I don't know. I think she poses a lot of threats to Whaley,
Yeah, I think
but
so too. But as a Whaley right
that's
now,
for a
bro,
different
she's
story.
ridiculous, man. And then
She is
the main event, just
blew
I
the roof off the
blew
place.
the
Blew the roof off the place.
ridiculous. It sucks that Aljo gets that much disrespect for being a champion, and I like Aljo to a degree,
I think 100% he is probably our most underrated and overhated champion.
for sure. Who do you think is like the perfectly hated champion? Is he?
No, Izzy. I think Izzy's back in everyone's good graces after the Pierre knockout.
Who's a bad champion then? I don't think there's a bad champion.
Uh, I've seen I've seen a YouTube channel do not a like the I think it was like hardest champions UFC had to work with,
Mm-hmm.
and I think like number one was like Tyrone Woodley.
I'm talking about like in today's era of
And
champions.
today, who's the worst champion?
In terms of hated wise.
Hated wise. Oh man, that's a hard one.
That's right. Like I don't see like a certain champion like being overly hated. People
You
love
literally could have said you literally
probably
could
said
have said
Aljo.
Aljo.
But like who deserves it?
Literally
Like
Aljo.
but like deserves it though. It's
And
hard.
I can understand why everyone hates Aljo. I mean, won the belt off of an illegal knee.
Yes.
He beat Jan. Okay, he got that one back.
Mm-hmm.
But then you beat a one arm TJ.
But that's like that's a freak injury that happened though. Like Not a freak injury.
It's an injury he had before. So of course so TJ went into that fight with the injury. So that's always gonna be used against him. You beat a one arm TJ, then you also beat a 3 year laid off Cejudo.
Yeah, but then again, like people need to understand why did Cejudo take the fight anyway? Like if my thing is this, it just feels like there's too many excuses with him and not enough for Sean.
Now the only thing I can see I agree with the hate for Aljo is I think him and Marab were being a little fucking bitchy
Yeah,
about the fact not wanting to fight each other.
it's like,
I'm
dude,
sorry. I'm sorry.
the
But
rankings are
if
there.
I am but if I am in the same division as you, my friend, and you have what I fucking want, I'm sorry.
It's go time.
We're fighting.
That's
We're
like
fighting. I
that's
don't
like
care.
you being a champion and we're brothers, right? Like
Yeah.
and I'm the number one contender. I'm sorry, dude, but like I have a family to feed. I need that belt.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And so I think that was that on their part, and that's exactly why you saw Sean leapfrog over Marab.
Oh, for sure. Like we
Because
should have
Marab
got
didn't want to fight Alja.
we
Alja
should
didn't want to fight Marab.
we should this should have been Marab versus Aljo, but obviously that happened. And so like it's just it is what it is. Like Sean O'Malley's a champion. But my thing is this though. Um I still think Sean had like a Charmin Ultra Soft rice at the top.
I think what they did is they saw with this is I've watched enough UFC and I can actually can really confirm this and really give you a really positive thing on it. Is after the rise of McGregor, they tried to create more McGregors,
Mm-hmm. We talked
young
about
undefeated fighters.
and we
Shot
talked about this where the
they tried to
UFC and we talked about
they
where the UFC basically tried pushing these guys that never got their feet wet, fighting these savvy vets, and then all of a sudden just get rocked when they're in the top 10 and then immediately die
they
down.
did to They did to Stage Northcutt, Paige Van Zant, Darren
Mm-hmm.
Till,
Mm-hmm.
fucking.
Who's that dude that got knocked out
There's
by
a lot.
who's that guy that got knocked out by Cowboy with a kick?
Alexander Hernandez. They were trying to do it to
Yeah.
Alexander Hernandez. So I think when it came to Sean, they started to learn because you see it even now.
Mm-hmm.
You see them do it now, where it's like they get something nice and shiny. They're like, okay, let's not break this too quick.
I think they're doing that with
Let,
Patty. Like, come on, like
yeah,
definitely with
they're
Patty.
doing it with Patty. They're doing it with Ian Gary, and honestly, I think it's a smart move. It's a
But
really smart move because
the tactic is he's with Sean O'Malley, he was fighting those guys that weren't on his level. Like, dude, the guy we
they,
watched,
at the same time though. But it's like we're talking about how he's never fought
you're
anybody,
not in the camera frame.
and we're praising Aljo for being so great, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look what Sean just did to Aljo.
That's
Maybe
true.
Sean is that good. He just never got to show how good he was. And by grace of God for him, he got to show how good he was against someone who was starting to become known as probably the greatest bantamweight champion.
Yeah,
Second to, in my opinion, second to Dominic Cruz.
Aljo.
Aljo
Okay.
is second to, in my opinion, Aljo is second to Dominic Cruz.
My thing is this though too. But what did we do in that? What did we say in that text message? Yo, Sean better hope and pray to the gods that this doesn't go to the ground. He kept Aljo up the entire time, and
He kept Aljo up.
that's no disrespect to Sean O'Malley whatsoever. But we both know Aljo can't go toe to toe. Aljo can get a couple
We
shots
know
here
that.
and there, and his ground game is I'm gonna put you to the ground. I'm gonna put you in these different angles, and if I catch you slipping, I'm putting you to sleep. But
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, I think game plan wise, preparing for this fight, I think Sean had a much easier time than what Aljo did
oh, for sure,
because even if you I don't know if you watched the after the fight press conferences,
I did not. I couldn't.
but even then, Aljo Shep said it was so hard to find people to even mimic this guy's footwork and striking because there's no one like him.
I would say this
Where
was
versus
he's so
where versus
lanky
Sean,
too.
he was like, where versus Sean, he was just like, yeah, I just had to fucking grapple for a year.
Smarter than him. But
I
that's
had to grapple for a year.
that's my thing. Like I'm not mad at Sean being champion. Like you hit a really good shot. Um, literally such a ridiculous angle. Like the angle he took,
It's a shot that he's landed on so many people too.
but how many times? Like looking at that shot, you can't tell me that was like a Lomachenko esque type of angle and a Pac shot.
Oh no, but this thing is like when I saw that punch, when I saw him throw it and connect, I've seen him literally land that shot so many times. That step back right counter.
Mm-hmm.
It's and unfortunately for Aljo,
He overextended.
he overextends a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He does. When he goes in, and Cejudo did a breakdown video of it. Where when Aljo reached in, he stayed squared. He kept
Mm-hmm.
his body square when he reached in, which is if you're step back right countering, oh,
Your
your target's squared,
your home button. That's home.
game over,
Game
gone.
over, dog.
If Aljo had maybe kind of went a little more back, actual traditional stance,
I think if you would,
maybe he could have
I think if you would
rolled with the
overextended,
shot.
I think if he overextends, like boom, like a straight right, backs a little bit. But I know that's not in his game to do that. That's a traditional Mayweather esque boxing type of move. So I know that's not going to be in Aljo's like bag or whatever. But I think watching that fight, I think Aljo definitely won the first round towards the end of it. I think
He did. You
I
know
think
what's weird is like I think the same thing. I thought the round was gonna be up until that last little flurry where Aljo got him up against the fence,
it started.
landed some good strikes.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna maybe be like a tie, like a 10-10 round
I thought it was going to be
because
it was
they
close. It was
because
definitely a
they
lot
didn't
close.
do anything.
They didn't. They felt each other out. I think Aljo got a couple good leg kicks in, and then Sean basically just kept pot him with a good jab. But
Yeah,
I
and
I
so I
think
thought it was about to be a 10-10 round.
I think in that corner, because I know we didn't get Sean's corner, we only got Aljo's. I think Sean felt his power because he did crack him, not like crack, but like a shot that would
But
normally
I think
crack somebody. I think he knew.
Sean got to feel it. He got to feel a
I
little bit of
think,
what Aljo has in his hands.
and that's where I'm like, that's where I think he's like, oh, I could kind of square up with this dude, but I still got to be smart with it.
Yeah, where it's like we've seen it multiple times for no fucking reason. Sean, as scrawny as he is, just has fucking dynamite in his hands. He is easily, for his build, he is easily the hardest hitter at 135.
For sure. I think with him, it's the angles he takes, the different shot selection he has. Like I'm gonna say this right now with Sean O'Malley, no one has a deeper bag in striking than Sean O'Malley. Like that's where my
No
respect
one
goes.
does.
Like legitimately, for him to just do a 1-2 and then literally come at an angle with the overhand right, it's lights out. Who do you know is putting that in a bag? Like his bag is so deep when it comes to like striking, it's ridiculous. I do think he needs to fix the only thing I think that fixes him is his is defense when it comes to wrestling defense. I think if he does
Well, here's
that,
the thing, though, is that we really haven't even seen that yet, though.
only thing is the only fight is Jan. That's the
The only
only
fight is Jan, and then the only fight is Jan, and even when Jan did get him to the ground,
he got up.
how quickly was he back up?
Exactly. So that's my only critique with Sean O'Malley is just that. But overall, we look at this top. We
And
look at
even then, we're critiquing something we haven't even seen yet,
exactly. We're critiquing something that literally gave us maybe 30 seconds of time. Like if you were to add all those
which was just a
takedowns,
clinch time.
that's pretty much it. So like that's all we've gotten from Sean. Now, we talked about this on tech. We were texting this on that night. Obviously, Marab's the fight to make.
Oh, Marab's 100% next.
Now,
Um,
how does he? I think if Marab can eat up those strikes and just goes forward, it might be a tough night at the office for Sean. But
I think Sean's biggest test in that fight with Marab is going to be the pressure
mm-hmm,
because remember that Marab Yan fight?
yes,
Marab shot 36 takedowns.
yeah,
That is a pace that I don't think anyone can really keep up with.
yeah. And not only that, it's just the amount of pressure he's just putting on you. Like it's definite. It's like suffocating.
But again, we got a glimpse of what happens when someone tries to get aggressive and tries to go in there
Mm-hmm.
on Sean.
We did. Sean, to me, he has the potential to put on a ridiculous title run. Looking at this top 10 right now, it's either one, he may lose this belt within the top 5, but if I think he gets past um Marab, I think he's doing a clean sweep on the top 5 if he gets past Marab.
If you get past Marab, it's going to be a lot more fun
Ooh, definitely.
because you got because you got Sanhagen.
Jan's still
Um,
in the picture.
Jan's still in the picture, but I think they're going to backstep Jan to maybe fight some lower ranked guy to
Cheeto
see if he's
Vera,
still there.
that storyline.
So Cheeto's there, but Cheeto, I think Cheeto's number 6. You're not gonna get a. So Cheeto just beat number 10. He's 6, but he lost to Corey, who's 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Cheeto needs to fight
Jan.
Umar Nurmagomedov
Ooh, that's a good one.
or Jan,
Whatever
because
the.
I know the UFC was trying to fast track Umar with having from him going from 11 to fight fucking Sandhagen, who's 3.
Yep.
So it gets more fun. I would love to see I would love to see Sean beat Marab just for the fact that just for the fact that we would possibly be able to get to see Sandhagen and O'Malley.
Yes, that would be a ridiculous fight.
That
Matchup
would be
wise, I
such
think
a fun fight.
I think it's a match made in heaven.
It is, and I think yeah, it's just a striker's delight.
Oh, for sure.
I don't think we'd see any like grappling in that fight at all.
All just straight
And it's
hands.
just Corey's footwork is the closest to the elusive style that Dominic Cruz had in his prime
Mm-hmm.
that we have today.
Really? Okay.
Sean's striking is just more of just like crisp, accurate. He's a fucking sniper.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Corey has such an orthodox style where he kind of fights with his hands low, constantly side to side. He's always switching stances. Joe Rogan likes to say it. Corey just constantly gives you things to think about. You know, he'll be orthodox. He'll be southpaw.
Well,
He'll kind of like he'll kind of flinch it. He'll kind of flinch at the leg. He'll throw a question mark kick. He overloads his opponent's mind
Corey
with different information to
Corey
where he
plays
just can't.
chess. Corey plays chess
He does. He plays chess.
to the fullest. Um, so I think with that, like obviously, what in like 2 weeks we're getting Adesanya and what's his name?
Strickland.
Um, that's gonna be an interesting one.
That's going to be an interesting one. I think people are underestimating Sean a little too much
People
in
don't
that fight.
understand. Like Sean Strickland is like he has jujitsu on his belt, bro. Black belt.
He is actually legit like a high level grappler. He just chooses not to use it because he loves to spar and fucking strike.
And then that's the thing though too. Like I don't think Izzy knocks him out. I don't think so.
It's interesting. It's a weird one.
And people say, "Oh, well, he will what's it called? Pereira knocked him out. He knocked him out." I'm like, "Dude, Pereira's ridiculous strength." And didn't we say this with Cannonier? Cannonier is probably the strongest in that division and didn't knock him out whatsoever.
Yeah.
And that just goes to
So
show
yeah,
how strong was Pereira. I think with Izzy's is just as good as O'Malley when it comes to striking, accuracy wise. He just hits you in the butt and so accurate. That's how I think he gets most of his knockouts. And he wears you down. But
I can see this. I can see this being another Gastelum.
just
Sean's forward pressure is something that Izzy's going to handle well. But Izzy's been so used to all these people standing there trying to be in a kickboxing match with him, trying to go point for point. Whereas I don't think Sean's going to try and go point for point. I think Sean is going to make it a phone booth fight and really be in the face and in the shit with Adesanya that whole time.
I think with that fight, I think it's interesting in both ways because one, Izzy, if he wins this, we can start putting him in that conversation as one of the greatest middleweights of all time. I think this is the
But he
fight.
already is. He's already there. It's just
I know. I like we're talking about like number one guy. I think he's almost there.
in this modern era, yeah.
But with Strickland, if this dude wins, I really want that press conference to be one of the most out of pocket shit interview ever. Like just say,
Dude, Strickland already calls Adesanya his favorite Chinese slut.
oh, I cannot wait. And that look, just going off of that, There's nothing set for November yet, no?
See, this Saturday we got Max Holloway and Korean Zombie
Ooh, oh, that's right. I
at
see.
5 a.m. at 5 a.m. in the fucking morning,
Korea.
Singapore.
Oh my god. See,
Dog, the prelims start at 2 a.m. our time.
I can't.
But you know
Saturday.
my crazy ass gonna you know my crazy ass gonna be up because I'm a diehard.
Yep, it's Max, bro. But
Oh hell yeah, the main card starts at 5 a.m. So
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
I could literally sleep until like 6, but like I want to watch that whole main card.
Oh, that's right. And you still got to go to work.
No, we've been off.
Oh, you get Saturdays off now?
We've just been really slow. November the September pay per view is Adesanya.
That's the 9th, right?
Yeah, September 16th we got the Grasso and Valentina Shevchenko rematch.
I don't know where you put them.
94. October is Islam and Charles.
Repeat that. My brother needed to do something.
October is Islam and Charles. November is John and Stipe.
Oh, okay. So we just don't have a December one yet.
Not December. Now, Dana White shot down that whole Conor and Chandler in December idea
Yeah,
because
that was never gonna
there's
happen.
there's that whole thing where Conor said December it was happening.
It's not.
Like Conor told some reporters, "Oh, December it's happening." That's the date that's the date that I was told. That's the date I'm getting ready for December. And then someone asked Chandler, "Oh, Conor said it's happening in December," and then Chandler's like, "It is."
Yeah.
So then someone said as Dana at this last press conference, and Dana's like, "No, it's
No.
not happening at December."
Yeah.
He was just like Dana was like, "Try early next year."
I'm just over the whole Connor thing. If it happens, it happens. I really just don't care about it anymore.
I'm really over it. It just sucks for Chandler if anyone,
It really does because you wasted
because it really
almost a year.
sandbagged this whole remainder of Chandler's year.
Yeah, like unless they get like a
Chandler
quick fight.
literally could have gotten in like a fight or two
Yeah.
in
Shoot,
this year.
who knows? He probably could have been okay, if let's just say let's just throw perspective out there. Let's just throw a hypothetical. Say Chandler fought in because what? It was the last time he fought
Poirier?
that was in he hasn't fought since last year then. Because Adesanya
Yeah,
because that was co-main to Adesanya Pereira 1. That was in November.
I think so. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, you basically again you sandbagged basically a year of him. Let's just say he fought in April. Then fights
He could
again in
have
June.
fought.
He could have fought in
He could
June.
have fought. Yeah,
Let's just say
there's a couple people he could have fought. He
you
could have fought
base
Dariush.
yes. Let's put it this way: you basically wasted a chance for him to fight for the title again this year. Let's say he fought Darush, or let's say he fought anyone in the top 5, which he probably would have. Um, he, I think he wins those. I think we see him in the belt against Islam. To say he wins
Yeah,
against Islam, that is not. I am not saying he wins against Islam, but I'm just saying we were not given. Chandler was just done dirty.
yeah. He was done dirty because they they basically had to play into fucking Connor's world.
Yeah, like come on, like you couldn't get him to do a drug test. Like he's supposed to be in USADA for 6 months. Like how is this not like if you are like the Ultimate Fighter, we know the coaches are fighting.
What they were banking on was the fact of like every so often they're allowed like one USADA exemption.
Yeah.
So I think they were banking on that and they just didn't get it.
No.
So yeah, Chandler could have gotten in a couple fights this year. He could have fought Dariush. Shit, he could have even just rematched Charles just to fucking rematch Charles in like a
Number
fight
one
night five
contender.
rounder.
Yeah.
You know, or he could have fought freaking Gamrot. He could have fought Fazeev.
He
He
could
could
have
have
had
fought freaking Sarukian.
he literally had everything in the palm of his hands and then it just gets stopped by Connor. Like that is the one thing where it's just like again, they do have to play into Connor because Connor is bigger than the UFC. Like he didn't need like to be honest, he didn't need to be a coach.
He
Like
really did. Honestly, this was just
and it just sucks, man. I just wish they did a better treatment with fucking Chandler.
Yeah, they should have, and it's just again, it sucks because you basically wasted
A
all
year?
this time with the Ultimate Fighter, and now he's like in the looming waiting of like, okay, well, like, is this happening? Is this not? Because then now you got fucking Conor calling out Justin Gaethje,
It's stupid.
and
And
it's like, dude, you
but
literally
again,
wasted a whole season of the Ultimate Fighter, wasted all this
not
time.
only that, you're still not in the USADA pool.
Nah,
It's like, why are you tweeting this when you're not even in the USADA pool? It'd be different if he was like 4 months in and we're like, ooh, can we get a an update with the Connor thing? No, this guy's not even a month. He's not even 2 days into the pool yet. So I'm over this whole Connor thing. And that sucks is we were excited to see this. We talked about this.
I
I don't
bet
know.
you their mind, they were literally planning for it to be the December card.
Oh, for sure. Most likely. Or a big time
They
summer
were
fight.
probably they were probably planning on it to be, at this point, whatever. We're gonna by the end of this year, we're gonna be. Let me look at it. By the end of this year, we're gonna be UFC 296,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Do you think they're just waiting
So
for
in
it to be
November,
to
we're gonna be
UFC?
296, 297, 291, 292, 293, 294. No, I'm stupid.
Fuck. I was gonna
What
say,
did I say?
hey,
November, we're 296.
yes. So do you think they're waiting for UFC 300 then?
Dude, honestly, it's like November 296, 97, 98, 99. March is going to be 300. Dana said early next year. I bet you March UFC 300 Connor Chandler headline. I'm
Calling that right
calling it
now.
now, people. Lock me in.
Lock me in.
Clip it.
That's a clip right there. Vegas. What are the odds? We okay.
No.
Did you get my text?
Vegas, not in the T-Mobile. Vegas in the Raiders Stadium.
You think they're gonna go at it at that?
The biggest name in MMA in the biggest fucking arena they can.
Hold on. Biggest arena. Okay. What's it called? Raiders Stadium.
I bet you they go Raiders Stadium with Connor Chandler. UFC 300.
So Allegiant. How many does it hold?
UFC already has an amazing standing with Vegas. The UFC has been wanting to do a fight there, but they had just been wanting to put the right fight there. I say if Chandler Connor is still happening, that is the right fight to put in the Raider Stadium.
If you look
The
at it this
biggest
way,
name, the biggest name in the biggest stadium.
biggest name, biggest stadium, one of the most highly anticipated returns.
UFC 300. It's a huge milestone.
So Allegiant Stadium holds 65,000 people. But with the UFC, it can hold a capacity up to 71,835.
And it's Connor. You think that shit's not gonna get fucking packed?
Yeah. Just that name alone. But again,
Come on. Come on. I just wrote your storyline.
come on, Dana. Dana, why can't you hire both of us? Make him the matchmaker. Let me interview. Dude, imagine we get dream jobs at the UFC, dog.
Oh man. I'll be good. I'll be set for life.
I'd be cool, man. Thank you for the opportunity. Like, dude, if I get to,
You need Dana, you need a hand job? I got you.
dude, I got you, dog. Like, um,
You need me to beat your wife for you? I got you, dog.
dude, um, what's it called? I think we'll end it here. Last thing, you've been watching anything lately?
Oh, you're gonna hate me for this, but I've been rewatching Duck Dynasty.
Why would I hate you for that? I personally don't
I
like the
don't
show,
know.
but I don't hate it. Oh,
Well, I
I
didn't
know
know,
why.
just
White
because
people.
a bunch of fucking white people just fucking
Nah,
being rednecks.
that's some redneck shit though. I can't be mad at that.
Other than that, no. I mean, yeah, it's kind of you expect that from that.
Yeah, it's like okay.
Other than that, no. I've Tristan's been raving about me too, but I need to start Zom 100.
I need to start that too. I haven't watched anime in like months, so I
I'm
gotta
like
watch that.
2 or 3 episodes behind on Jujutsu Kaisen right
I
now.
haven't even watched second season yet. Oh, so
Uh,
you got Xander watching Kai too, so that's pretty cool.
yeah, I watch Dragon Ball Z Kai. Sometimes I watch that, but since I've already like basically seen it, I usually throw it on like as background
Oh, okay.
shit, and I'll just kind of jump back into it, and be like, "What's going on, huh?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Oh,
I have been very tempted to start this, but I don't know if I want to start this because I've never seen it. Um, Dragon Ball GT.
You've never watched GT?
I've never watched GT, and it's on Hulu.
We should watch it together. We should like record a reaction watching it. I love GT.
I'm very tempted. I'm very tempted to watch GT.
Hey, I'll watch it. I'll watch it together with you. One of these
I've
days.
been watching Bleach.
You finally got into Bleach?
I'm like 4 episodes in.
Okay. I haven't.
Bro, come on. I don't even fucking watch One Piece.
The live action comes out next week.
Oh, that's true, huh?
It looks cool. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna.
Maybe I'll watch it.
I ain't gonna. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it at $1.50. I think it looks pretty cool.
We'll see what happens.
I think the only thing that looks weird is like Arlong, but that's about it. Have I watched anything? I finished Craig of the Creek. Like it's officially ended, which breaks my heart. But it isn't officially ended yet. We have 2 more episodes left, but for the arc that it was in, it finished. So sadly, that's gonna be done. I gotta watch that new Superman.
Futurama's making new episodes now.
I heard it came back. I haven't done anything to watch it yet. I
might just start watching it from like beginning.
I think so too. It's been so long since I've watched Futurama. I've watched I rewatched The Last of Us again. That's still show of the year for me. That's like there and like The Bear.
Okay, let's go ahead and end this now.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, as always, another fantastic episode.
Smash the like button.
Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/WYO Productions. Post every Friday, all that other cool stuff. I'm actually back into streaming, y'all. We had a really cool drunk stream last night, so that was fun. WYLP Gaming, I think I'm gonna change that one, but I'm back into streaming, guys. I'm actually gonna be streaming, well, as of now, I will probably have already streamed, but I'm streaming like every night. Follow everything under the sun, you know, all that whoop-de-woo. Alex, where can the fine women of the goth-centric society find you?
It's all still the same, guys. You guys can find me at the last Medella Bender on Twitter and Instagram. Guys, go ahead and follow me there and shoot me a message. If you guys don't know, I am sober. I do help people find recovery. If you guys need help with anything, let me know. Please reach out to me. We can help you guys get the help you need.
Alrighty, y'all. We will see you guys next time. Maybe. All right, I'm just gonna put this out there, guys. Alex has been wanting to do like 100 chicken nugget challenge.
I'm confident I can eat 100 chicken nuggets.
We might need to film that, but also I want to try like a hot ones, like sort of thing with chicken nuggets with me. I know you don't eat hot shit.
Ooh, we'll buy the hot one sauce and we'll do the chicken nuggets with them.
Yo, virtual high five. When are we doing this?
There we go. I don't know.
All right, but I'll see you guys next time. More videos coming out. Make sure to just like, comment, subscribe. Peace, bitch.